What is going on, guys? So today we're talking about 3 of my absolute favorite board games currently available on Amazon that I think would be fantastic for your next game night. So first one's first is Farting Frenchies. Now, if you don't know what Farting Frenchies is, basically this is a card game that lasts about 15 minutes, so the rounds can be super short, or you can do multiple rounds if you want to get super competitive and have a blast with it. But the idea, just as an overall kind of just a quick overview, is to get as many Farting Frenchies and make them as stinky as possible using stink cards by the end of the game to win. Now, while you're playing along, the people that you're playing against will use destinkification cards to kind of remove stink from them to reduce the points that you will ultimately win, or steal Frenchies in general. And so there's a lot of strategy, or it can be very, very simple and fun. And for kids, talking about farting, really nasty scents, and little puppies is a total blast. It's just a really, really fun game. My kids have absolutely loved it. So definitely one of my #1 choices for board games. So definitely check this one out. Now, the next one on the list is Kids Against Maturity. Now, this is by the makers of Cards Against Humanity. I'm gonna try not to get those confused while I talk about them, but this is the more family-friendly version. Now, essentially the idea here is that there are white cards and there are blue cards. The blue cards are a question card. The goal is that somebody asks the question and everybody else that they're playing with puts down what they think is the funniest white card that answers that question or plays along with that question. And then basically whoever puts down the funniest one wins out of that round, and you kind of score points. And by the end of the match, basically whoever gets 5 votes as the funniest cards in the rounds ends up winning. So it's absolutely hilarious. It's ridiculous. My kids and me have an absolute blast. It's nothing but giggles. The great thing is that because this is made by adults as well, there's a lot of innuendo and jokes that adults are also going to take in a very different way, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's great for all kids, for kids and adults together, and makes a really, really fun game night. Now, next on the list is a massive game that's just getting super, super popular, and it's called Exploding Kittens. Now, if you don't know anything about this one, this is essentially a Russian roulette style game where basically there is kittens in here that are going to explode, and you don't want to get caught with one, or basically you explode with it, right? So there's a few different ways to do this and kind of avoid dying or being blown out of the game because of this exploding kitten. You can defuse the kitten using special diffusion cards. You can do powerful action cards that says like move or avoid the exploding kitten, so meaning you can put it back on top of the deck for other people to find, or move it to somewhere else. It makes it really, you can kind of dodge the kitten is kind of the plan there. And ultimately, it's a game of betrayal and chance and kind of rolling the dice and seeing if you're going to explode on your next turn. And basically, the last one that is not exploded wins. So a ton of fun. This is a very chaotic game. This one is a ton of laughs, and this is a great game for families. It's an absolute blast again as well. So definitely check out Farting Frenchies, Kids Against Maturity, or Exploding Kittens. But as usual, guys, these are some super fun games, so definitely check them out, and I hope they bring you guys a ton of fun on your next game night. But as usual, that is it for me, and I'll see you in the next one.